Yes, vulnerability management is one of the practices, which is one of the oldest practices in cybersecurity, right? But vulnerability management is not something which is perceived as a transformational program. So what do you think should the industry change in terms of doing how vulnerability management is done? Or do you suggest a different approach to doing vulnerability management to make it a lot more effective and transformational?
So my problem was, even for me as a CISO, I get this list of vulnerabilities in my report, my team send, and I ask my guys, I cannot do, you just show me this 200,000 vulnerabilities.
Yeah.
What should I do?
What should I do?
What can I tell you?
How many of these are relevant to me?
I don't want to see this. You tell me my top 10 risk because of this vulnerability. Which vulnerability is creating my top 10 risk?
Exactly.
And I want to focus on that. I want to invest on fixing that. And if I run behind all the other vulnerabilities and I miss this one or this 5, then if you see a lot of security breaches incidents happen in the industry, if you really analyze those, you will find that these vulnerabilities were already there. Exploit was there in number of years. It was exposed outside. Nobody knew. And those entities must be having patch management. They must be having ethical hacking and pen testing process. They have all this activity, but still they miss the one critical one. Its exploit is available. It is exposed and not tested, not found, being exploited. So visibility, understanding, prioritization, and focusing on fixing that 20% of the problem, which will kill the 80% of the issues. That is something which will work.
So to your point, where CISOs would report in terms of vulnerabilities to the board, you should know your audience that your board only cares about 3 things: cost, revenue, and risk. So you have to tie the impact of vulnerabilities to risk, to the revenue impact, and how it may increase the cost for the operations in your organization. And that is what one should be looking at. But it is seldom, it is not taken, it's not understood. And that's the reason we talk about vulnerabilities and we lose the board's attention.